This comes to us from the gamer, and of all companies that are standing up and stepping forward to tell people they will not be charging $80 for games, EA is the first one to officially say anything that I've seen, which on its own completely blows my mind. But let's get into this. EA just had their earnings call, and they did very well, and their stock is reaching close to all-time highs right now. So they are doing just fine. I'm Batman says no changes yet with an asterisk. That's a good point. No changes yet. Just give it time. With Mario Kart World costing $80 and fears that GTA 6 will raise the price even higher, EA says it will make, quote unquote, no changes. Again, I'm Batman right now. No changes yet, because we all know with EA, eventually it's going to start happening when it becomes the norm. 5 years ago, the PS5 and Xbox Series X set a new standard, $70 games, which, by the way, like looking back, I'm thinking like just briefly, I think Final Fantasy Rebirth was the only game I ever bought day one full price at $70, I think. I did buy other games day one, but they were like $10 early order discount, or I had coupons or money off for some discount reason. I don't know, but I feel like there's only been one game. Maybe there was another one that I ever paid full $70 for in the past 5 years. And this is coming from me, a guy that buys a lot of video games. So I struggle to see how people are going to make the jump to 80 when even I was struggling to pay the 70 to get over that mental hurdle. But already, as we near the end of this generation, prices are going up again. In April, when Nintendo finally unveiled the Switch 2, it revealed that Mario Kart World will retail for $80. Which, by the way, guys, I hear that now, and I still can't wrap my head around it. $80 is insane. It is insane for a game. And there are murmurs that GTA 6 following suit, with analysts claiming that there's hope in the industry that it will cost as much as $100. That's a double-edged sword, because if the industry is hoping that GTA 6 costs $100, the one thing the industry forgets is everyone wants to buy GTA 6, and people will pay whatever it costs to get that. And when they do buy that, they will have $30 to $40 less to purchase another game with. People are not made out of money. Even though these companies look at you as a wallet with legs on it walking around, those wallets aren't full of money. And if you spend the $100 on one game, you may not have the money to buy their game. So by hoping that this game raises the price of all the games, it might mean that less games get sold and less companies survive this storm. Many are concerned that if GTA 6 were to hike the price further, other developers would follow suit, especially in light of Trump's tariffs, which, by the way, have already proven to not be a thing with the pause on the tariffs. Could it be in the future? Maybe, but right now it's not a thing, and it has potential to not be a thing at all. So people keep bringing it up like, oh, Trump's tariffs, oh, the tariffs. Where? And how come Wall Street isn't worried about them? You got to ask yourself, if the investors are still buying the stock and it keeps going up and up and up, and people saying, oh, the tariffs, don't you think the people putting the money in the investments would know before you if this is going to impact anything? Think about that for a second too. Which have already seen consoles significantly rise in price. Again, nothing to do with the tariffs for rising the price in consoles. To be clear about that, even though they say that here, that has already been proven to be false. So much so that the PS5 Pro is no longer the most expensive console after less than a year. However, as reported by VG247, one publisher already denied that it will raise AAA prices to match Nintendo. During the latest EA earnings call, CFO Stuart Canfield said the company reflected no changes in our current strategy at this point. That means nothing. I got to be honest, guys, this is striking me as fake news right now. Like, of course, you could say no changes to the current strategy at this point. Sure. That's the point is Xbox says by winter 2025, the prices go to $80. This statement does not nullify that statement. They are mutually exclusive statements. EA could still raise the price in the winter of 2025 here. What the hell? That means, at least for the time being, it won't be selling games for $80. Right. No one is, except Nintendo for Mario Kart so far. Our objective is always to deliver incredible quality and exponential value. Great. During the call, which went over Split Fiction's resounding success, selling over 4 million copies, which, quick sidebar here, guys, Split Fiction, before Expedition 33, was my game of the year. It has been superseded, taken over, pushed out by Expedition 33 at this point. But if you have not played Split Fiction, you owe it to yourself to check it out. It's an awesome game. And the upcoming new Battlefield release, CEO Andrew Wilson addressed how pricing power, in quotes, had altered over the years and where EA sits in the conversation. And to be honest, guys, this tracks because EA doesn't really care about the price of the game that they sell you, because most of the money that EA makes, and they disclose this in their shareholder calls, is from microtransactions. That's where all their money comes from. So they could sell the game for $5 to you. They're making all the money in microtransactions. It's the vast majority of their business is set up for microtransactions, DLC, additional content, downloadable stuff that goes on top of the game that you already purchased. So of course this tracks. At the end of the day, whether we're doing something that costs $1 or we're doing something that costs $10 or we're doing something that costs $100, our objective is always to deliver incredible quality and exponential value for our player base. And what we've discovered over the course of time is whether we can marry quality and value together, our business is strong, resilient, and continues to grow. And what I read from this is they're making money in another way. Microtransactions. They're trying to take the high ground from Nintendo and be like, look, we're too good for that. We don't need to follow Nintendo and Microsoft and what Sony's doing. We don't need to do that. Without mentioning, what we are doing is completely nickeling and diming people in the back and beating them to death with their wallets to get the money out of them in the back end that Nintendo isn't doing to people. So 2 different strategies. Both are making money, but 2 different strategies. He noted EA Sports had another record net bookings year, driven by the incredible success of college football, while The Sims had a historic Q4. $70 price tags don't seem to be hindering EA much at all. However, despite what sounds to be a healthy and profitable year for the company, Respawn just had 2 games canceled, the Titanfall one they were working on and another one, and an unknown number of developers were laid off. I think it was estimates, latest I heard, was somewhere between 300 and 400, potentially more people. BioWare, on the other hand, is hiring again for Mass Effect, which, I mean, that's one way to talk about everything is going wrong for a company, but let's focus on the one thing that might be right, is they're hiring for Mass Effect. Here we go. Despite the recent bout of layoffs following the release of Dragon Age: The Veilguard, because this is it when it comes to BioWare. Mass Effect is their last chance. And honestly, I'll be the first to say it right now. This might sound crazy, but based off the recent track history and track record of what EA has been doing, if they were to cancel the Mass Effect project at some point in the near future, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't. Call me crazy. And no, I didn't have like an insider reach out to me about that. This is just my own information of what I've seen and how EA has treated things. But I'll tell you right now, if the game does come out and it does not do exceedingly well, BioWare is done as a company. I'm telling you that right now. They are not going to have another chance. It's not going to be another game. They're going to start working. This is it. This is their Final Fantasy. This is their Square Enix moment where they have one shot. And if it doesn't work out, the company's, that division is done for. Yeah, that's basically all. And I got to be honest, guys, this strikes me as almost clickbait, I want to say, because sure, no changes. But when you actually read the quote, it says no changes in our current strategy at this point. That was yesterday. This point tomorrow could be completely different. This is a meaningless statement. This means legitimately absolutely nothing. So I would not read into that and say, oh, EA is the good guys. Everything's turning around. Oh, they care about gamers. No. In fact, I would argue they said that to put people at ease right now. But the second it goes into effect for Xbox this winter, you can bet your ass the next Battlefield game is going to be $80. And moving forward with other big time releases coming out of EA, they will be $80 moving forward. Not all of them. I mean, Split Fiction was, what, 40? So even now, they can still make games that are great quality, that are lower priced from smaller studios and smaller divisions under EA's umbrella. But this whole article is just a bunch of words. It's completely meaningless. It's not good guy EA. Don't be fooled by the headlines, guys. Don't be fooled. That is crazy. And again, I didn't read this before doing the stream tonight. This is just, I heard everyone talking about it. I was like, oh, damn. Okay. I'll cover that tonight and see what I think about it on the fly. And yep. Nope. I see Kira's in the house. What's up, Kira? How you doing? Watching from your phone? Good to see you. Good to see you. Odin Darkle says word salad, article edition. Right? I mean, I'm just being honest with you guys. This was a completely useless clickbait article. Clickbait to the extreme. I'm not even mad though, because like it's entertaining to dissect it, but at the end of the day, it's straight up clickbait. True North says, I'm watching Tom McDonald destroy Mac Lethal. Kira says, I'm at work in the lounge rest area. Don't want to pull out my MacBook. I don't blame you. I hope you have a good rest of your shift, Kira. Great to see you. I know you've been busy as of late. Raging Furball says, EA will just sell a glorified demo as the full game for $60 and get everyone with huge microtransactions. Exactly. Melfi Sky says EA was calling for game prices to be raised when Xbox One came out. Oh, how the turntables. Interesting.